Hi, everyone. Welcome back for another True Detective.
Season 1, Episode 7, After You've Gone.
Oh, God.
I mean, everything is dark in this show.
I know, right? The last episode was especially heavy. I feel like everybody's life was just crumbling.
And that was even a flashback, so they've been crumbled for 10 years since that happened?
Yeah, but I'm feeling hopeful now with Rust pulling over Marty and being like, hey, let's talk. Let's have beer, you know?
Yeah.
What are they going to talk about?
I think the case that Rust has been obsessed with for the
No,
last
I know, but I
15
mean, what
years.
about the case? Obviously, yeah, they're not just going to be like, so how's life? It's about the case.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm really excited to see them back together. For some reason, I felt like that wasn't going to happen when the show started out.
I know.
But
Same.
I'm glad it is.
Yeah, and it's happening now, so I'm so excited.
In fact, it's happening right now. We didn't plan that, folks. We're just that lame.
What a cool machine.
You look like you're doing all right.
Father Time has his way with us all. Say you must have pissed him off.
I love that line.
Lake Charles murder. You shouldn't have been in the papers or online somewhere, but they'll cover something like that up. Who knows what else they've covered up.
I think he's right.
Listening to you talk, your eyes, you seem kind of brittle.
For the last decade, I spent stone drunk. To Alaska, I spent 8 years working fishing boats. I hate it. And I come back here to Louisiana where the man remembers his debts.
I don't dwell in the past.
Well, it must be nice. We left something undone.
They owe the town.
I've been working on this for 2 years, myself.
Okay, so I thought he was working it the whole time.
Came back to me in the rotation.
If you wouldn't have clipped the dude back then, we might have got the whole story out of him.
Finish this beer and say so long. In fact, I hadn't had a drop in 3 weeks till I ran into you.
I need you to help me.
Why would I? They got eyewitnesses placing you at the Lake Charles crime.
Does he actually believe them?
I think he just doesn't want to get mixed up in whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
You're innocent.
It's when the guilt and innocence define a state PD, huh? The only way for you to understand what I'm on to here is for me to show you. You gotta come see what I got.
If you were drowning, I'd throw you a f***ing barbell. Why would I ever help you?
Whoa. Come on.
That's a good line.
You have a debt.
What's that mean?
It went down in 95. This is on YouTube, buddy.
They didn't catch all the people involved,
Yeah.
and they don't want the case to just be dropped.
What do you got to show me?
I am scared to see what he's got. He's going to have a freaky 2 years worth of strings and photos and I don't know.
I'm excited.
This feels really sketchy. Maybe he has a body? I don't know. Does Marty not trust Rust anymore?
I mean,
I know he's pissed at him, but
Rust is acting extra sketchy.
What you packing?
so casual about it.
38.
I'll do it.
Yeah, that would have killed me if you shot me.
You never be too careful.
Is that where he's living? I saw a bed.
There's no physical evidence connecting Dora Lang to LaDue's place, meaning it probably didn't happen out there. Women and children going missing. Areas within a 10-mile radius of schools that were funded by Tuttle's Wellspring Initiative.
I mean, do people disappear in equal numbers in other parts of the state? How many schools were there?
14 runaways in state and missing persons. And if you notice, there's twice as many along the bayou.
Now you're just throwing up stats.
Why was Tuttle so interested in the Lang case? Remember Charlie Lang? There's a group of men, sacrifices. Why I think Tuttle recognized the scene. That's why he tripped out when I talked to him in '02.
Okay, so what happened to him?
1988. Accusations at a preschool funded by Tuttle.
Oh, God, that's awful.
Light of the Way Academy, where Rhiannon Olivier went. And I got an enrollment list. One of them turned out to be a young man who just showed up for solicitation.
Yeah, he's really been hitting this case hard.
Yeah.
His name is Toby Boulaire. Goes by the name of Johnny Joni.
Shepherd's Fly.
And after that place shut down, there was a lot of talk going around. You ever see that Reverend Billy Lee Tuttle around?
You know, I think so. Memory beef. I decided it all had to be a dream anyway.
We'd go to sleep.
I felt like I was still awake, but I must have been asleep because I couldn't move.
What? That's awful.
There were men taking pictures,
Oh, God.
other things. They had animal faces. That's why I decided it had to be a dream.
Any other kids see this?
One girl, I don't remember her name. She first started talking about it.
That is so messed up.
Marie Fun, no.
Maybe. They didn't all have animal faces. 3 younger men. I don't remember them. Just one. Bad scars all around his mouth, all burned.
Oh, again.
I thought that meant it was a dream, too.
No, I don't think it was a dream.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
You remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl comes forward and says she was chased by a spaghetti monster with green ears. Now, I think this is our man with the scars on his face. Think about it, we've got 3 references. Revival Church said a tall man with scars came through. Kelly Ryder in the hospital. Now, this hooker from the quarter, Toby. But it ends with him.
Such a terrifying figure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the men on horses, animal masks.
Career do Marty Gras.
That's right. Now, they had an annual winter festival. Have a look.
So that's where the animal masks would come from?
Blindfold. Antlers.
Oh, it's so creepy.
We got these from a series an artist did in Kenner right after Katrina, as he kept running across these stick things, as he called them. I think our man had a real good time after the hurricane.
Oh.
I think he had a real good year.
I mean, it seems like Rust is really onto something.
You got friends on the force. You have access, but I don't. I need missing persons. I need homicides. I need title transfers, auto,
That's a lot of stuff to ask of Marty.
tax records, anything we can get on Ledoux.
If you need help, why don't you just give it to Pop and the
No, they may be pawns.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that.
Eddie Tuttle's the reason that the Lake Charles thing never made the wire.
You have some compelling stuff here, and you might have something. Tuttle's state PD. Do you know how crazy that sounds?
I had my time where I wondered if this was all in my head. The time passed.
What happened to Billy Lee Tuttle?
It's something you're gonna have to look at.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. I really want Marty to believe him, though.
Yeah.
Green tea if you have it. I've been trying to stay away from coffee. Mace, is she back from Chicago yet?
3 months ago.
And what was that?
AmeriCorps.
And Audrey, how's she?
She's fine at the moment.
So his kids aren't even talking to him.
Yeah.
I like her boyfriend. He watches out for her. She had an art show in New Orleans. Sold some paintings.
That's great. I should buy one. I mean, if I can afford it. I want to ask you about those cops.
They just wanted to know about you and Rust, the fight in '02.
She seems so different.
Mm-hmm.
But they think Rust did something.
He didn't.
I didn't think he did.
Talk to him?
No. You?
Yeah, I mean, after they brought me in.
How is he?
Different, same, lived rough for a long time now.
He always did, it seemed like.
Marty seems pretty changed, though.
Yeah.
Are you gonna help him?
Yes. I have to.
Whoa. It didn't seem like it when he left.
I can't talk about that. It's PI stuff. Hiring the firm, I'm hiring him.
Oh, he's a private investigator now.
I took some convincing.
I wonder what he showed him.
I looked in Billy's eyes. He looked in mine. He got me suspended. I waited till he went on his spring ministry tour.
And if you did something, I don't want to hear about it.
I told you about my stint in robbery. Make a pretty ace B&E man.
So he maybe found some incriminating photos or something?
Check surveillance, map security. I found ingress. Whole life is this one expanding circular up, and I think it's about to close. I was aware that I might have lost my mind.
Rust is so interesting.
He's lived a lot of lives.
Mm-hmm.
But after the second home, Doubt got taken behind the woodshed and put down. Notice he never reported the Baton Rouge break-in, just the Shreveport house. Found those in the safe there. Paper stock's over 15 years old. They aren't as bad if you don't know what you're looking at.
Whoa. I mean, that says it all right there.
Yeah.
There was a videotape.
Oh, no. This looks very culty. There's like a lot of people there, right?
Like, you know it's bad if Russ can't even watch it again.
Yeah. Oh my god, do they actually sacrifice her? Oh, they're wearing like kind of animal masks, right? Like they're skulls, but...
No! Yeah!
Ugh. Yeah, that's definitely what convinced the system, Marty, to help.
Yeah.
You watch all that?
Yeah. I had to see if any of the men took off the mask. I won't avert my eyes. Not again. That little girl's Marie Vaughn, no. You killed Tuttle. I assumed that he was thinking he was gonna be blackmailed. And I think some people took him out after they found out what was taken from the safe.
What can I do to help?
He's talking about pulling everything there is on Door Lane.
I wanted them back together, but I feel a lot less excited about it now.
Reggie or Duval to do. We can coordinate out of your offices.
I just feel like a sense of desperation now for them to catch these a-holes.
You shouldn't have that.
Nobody should have this.
But it is evidence.
Yeah.
But yeah,
can't
if
use
he
it.
got caught with it,
Yeah.
that like all of this would be so incriminating.
Glad you're doing good, Maggie. Seems like everybody's happy, and it's good to see. Thank you for everything.
I haven't seen you in over 2 years, Marty. Did you come here to say goodbye?
Thank you, Maggie. I mean that.
He knows what he's going up against.
Is this kind of like a goodbye, like I might die goodbye?
I think maybe. Like, this is a huge conspiracy, and
Yeah.
they don't know how high it goes.
It's true. I think like losing his job would be the absolute minimum.
There'll be a bunch of people coming in and out of this place, is it?
What do you think, Rust?
I can't afford to subscribe to all the databases that I used to, but I got AutoTrack XP, public records, of course.
All right. Sounds good. How you been? How's work?
Oh, sorry, I don't ever remember you asking me a personal question.
Yeah, that's true actually.
I just stay busy, girlfriends.
You seen anybody?
You know, it's all pretty casual. I did have something going for a while, this Filipino girl, but quiet life. I don't stay out late. I go home.
Oof, that seems like a sad life.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't seem happy.
You?
Yeah, both of them seem a little alone.
Just go to work and go home.
I think they kind of need each other. And they both need a sense of purpose.
But that girl you were seeing in 02, whatever happened there?
Never should have started. She had problems.
You always liked him crazy.
Yeah, that I did.
Why'd you quit, Marty? Yeah, you could have been boss, you know.
Yeah, they really liked him there.
I guess the job just kind of ran its course with me. You end up becoming something you never intended. Guess you never really even know why.
Yeah, I could have been a painter, you know, a historian.
I could totally see that for him.
Do much painting?
Yeah, life's barely long enough to get good at one thing. Yeah, so be careful what you get good at.
It's a good line.
Yeah. It sounds like Marty's like getting to know himself more now.
You know, I've been taking some writing courses. True crime.
You serious?
You know what happened in '95 and
Oh, is this how he's gonna get all the files and stuff?
some old copies of case files.
Smart way to do it.
Gonna sweeten the pot a little.
Business gotten so bad you got to become a writer?
I've always wanted to do it, I just never had the time. And regards to files, I'd like to avoid suck the 2 dicks I spent last Saturday with.
I hear you. Of course, man, whatever you need.
Hey.
Appreciate it, Bobby.
No problem.
He knows how to get what he wants.
Well, anything before 05, it isn't going to be in the computers. You're going to have to sort through the files.
Ooh.
Oh, dear God. Oh, no. What a nightmare. Man, this seems like so much work.
They're always good at that, though, just doing the work.
Found something. Background. Duval Ledoux transferred title on a truck to a Jimmy Ledoux.
But does he own this bar?
Oh, he bartends there and lives out back, I think.
Owns an auto shop.
Did you pull that Marie Fondo file?
There wasn't one. Fort's gone. Backtracking that.
There was this guy just listening to everything? Is that okay?
Marty, this is Robert Dumaine. He owns a place.
Hey, how's it going? Nice spot.
He's not a cop no more, Robert.
You got something against cops?
Bob had a little boy. Been missing since '85.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Guess that's why they can talk about it in front of him.
He coaches his boys' pee-wee football team.
My dad's second cousin or something. My pop didn't like him none.
Man asked us to locate his daughter. Looks like she might have known DeWall.
Must know what happened to them. Pop said they died too quick.
Is there anything you remember that you can tell us about these guys?
Reggie was always asking about the girls in my school. A couple times I saw him DeWall just said kooky stuff.
Any chance you ever saw a third man with him? Man who had a bunch of scars.
Whoa, he looks spooked.
Yeah.
It's weird you say that. I remember that face. My pop let him use our deer camp once. His face, underneath his nose and cheeks. Scarred. Every time I glanced at him, just staring at me.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Any chance this man with the scars was another Ledoux?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Ever see him again? The guy with the scars?
Never again.
No, you know he's creepy if you saw him once and it stuck with you forever.
Every time someone talks about the guy with the scars, it just fills me with this like sense of dread.
Yeah.
Like you can see it in their eyes where they stop and they're like, oh, like they, you know, feel that terror again.
I don't like this place. Nothing grows in the right direction.
God, I love the way he sees things.
Drew a paycheck from Tuttle's father. Some kind of domestic.
How'd you find her?
Well, I had to get federal income tax records, 40 to 59. Match social with credit check run, late 90s.
Look at you.
High praise from a bartender.
I mean, coming from Rust, honestly, it is.
She gets tired easy.
We were private investigators hired to do ancestral research.
I never knew them Tuttle people, but I heard stories. You think she might get some money out this?
Depends on what we find out.
Always good at having a new story for every person.
You worked for Mr. Sam Tuttle 19 years, right?
Erath. Then Shreveport.
You knew his son, Billy Lee. Cousin Eddie.
Little boys.
Did Sam Tuttle have kids outside his marriage that you know about?
Don't you know it? He had lots of children. He didn't like a woman. See, once she had it done to her, he didn't like them but that one time.
You remember one that maybe had scars?
I think that was Mr. Sam's grandchild.
Oh.
Daddy did that to him, that poor boy. Children, what for? He was a little boy.
From Mr. Sam's other family?
I shouldn't be talking to you about this.
Oh, but she knows a lot.
Just have a look, see if you recognize it.
Oh, she does.
You know Kakasa. Him who eats time.
Weird.
Rose is a wind of invisible voices. Death is not the end. Rejoice.
You need to leave now.
Kakasa.
Oh, God.
Is that like what they chant when they're sacrificing them or something? And she, like, it's just like in her memory, having heard it so many times? Yeah, she knows they're not doing something legit.
The rest of the family, they don't really talk to Auntie. She never had any kind of good life, but most days she can't even make sense.
Sure made sense to me.
That should worry you, mister.
No, they just don't understand what she's talking about. But they do.
Sure hope that old lady was wrong.
About what?
That death not being the end of it.
That's dark.
Did some backtracking on the Marie Fontenot stuff. Sheriff signed off on the report made in error, but he didn't take the original complaint on her. Deputy did.
Oh, it's just a gator head behind them.
Steve Geraci. Before CID, he was with Vermilion Parish Sheriffs. Erath was his beat. It got covered up. Steve might know something. Didn't say a word when we asked about it in '95. He's from Iberia originally. He's sheriff of Iberia Parish. The only person can arrest a sheriff in this state is the governor.
It's a good way to keep yourself safe.
Well, he ain't got to talk with you.
I got a car battery and 2 jumper cables argue different.
Jesus.
You gonna torture him?
Why don't you talk to him? You two always liked each other.
Well, what can I say? I'm a people person.
That smile. Yeah, he might actually have a chance.
Just try to relax. Take your time.
What was that, 15 on the green?
Hey, you know, on the phone, you were saying something about that Fontenot girl.
Extended family wants to locate.
I didn't remember at the time. Back in '95, 20 years ago, you know.
He knows how to keep it casual.
Girl's mom was single, drug charges. Little girl went to live with her birth daddy.
Carried a gun on the
Yeah,
golf course.
right?
Mama didn't make a fuss after the first notice.
And you talked to the family?
Ted Childress, sheriff, he knew him.
Childress. You gotta love this country. Good to see you.
Seems corrupt.
asking about the Fontenot girl. You let them know I'd be happy to talk to them.
Distant relatives, St. Louis.
They want to talk, you let them know.
I don't trust him.
No.
Do it again sometime.
Yeah, I'd like that.
That worked out really well. Him and Rust both have their very own ways of doing this and talking to people, but they do it well. Like, Rust going in there would not have gone that well.
Yeah.
Better get those jumper cables ready.
Oh.
Mother lying.
Okay, I guess they're both gonna try. What?
It's good to see you.
Bullshit.
I talked to Marty.
He talked to the cops, too. You got a big house. Marty says the girls are doing fine.
Just tell me it's something that's not gonna get him hurt.
I can't tell you that. It never sat right with me. Doesn't now. You asking me to lie to you about him. Get on out of here. You're classing the place up.
He's got the best one-liners.
Mm-hmm.
What's the real reason? What happened?
You tell me why you come back, for real.
You first. Why'd you quit?
I saw something, baby.
Oh, no.
Weaker. Tried to dry the kid in a microwave.
Oh.
What? Oh. That's so messed up.
Never again.
Yeah, I would walk out.
I never want to look at anything like that anymore.
I wonder if he beat the hell out of him in front of other cops.
It'd be hard not to.
Why'd you come back?
It was definitely the murder look on his face.
Mm-hmm.
This. Something I had to see to. Before getting on with something else. My life's been a circle of violence and degradation. I'm ready to tie it off. See you on a boat.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah, they both know where this investigation might lead them. It sounds like Rust for sure is ready.
Yeah.
I was thinking, why don't I see Steve and the boys more?
I do love a reason to drink beer first thing in the morning.
You know that Fontenot girl? Remember, was it you knew for a fact she went with her daddy, or somebody told you that that's what happened?
Family talked to Sheriff Childress. The girl's aunt and uncle, he knew them.
Who were they?
Starting to think this wasn't just a friendly invitation from an old pal.
Yeah, now it seems more obvious.
Let's just have a good time and don't ask again.
I'm with you 150% on that.
This must be so frustrating for Marty to not just beat the shit out of him.
I think Rust is waiting.
I ain't gonna ask you. He is. No, I wouldn't if I was you, Steve.
You're out of your jurisdiction, Sheriff.
You realize who I am?
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
Don't look at me. I ain't never been able to control him.
But you're done after this.
I wonder if he actually brought jumper cables or if that was just kind of, I don't know, a loose idea.
That church Cole talked about supposed to be right here. We're lost.
We're not lost. No, we're not looking for the 49. We're looking for the church. Let me know when you see something.
There ain't nothing to see.
Hey! Hey! You know there's a little church around here? Pretty old. Black minister? You must mean Son of Life, sir. That place shut down. '05, I think, just after all them hurricanes. You live around here? No, sir. I live in St. Martin. Got a parish contract. Take care of some cemeteries, public schools.
Is it the same guy?
That was by the other school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
7 miles of fields, you'll hit 49 before Crowley. Know your way around, huh? Oh, yeah, boss. I know the whole coast. My family. Thanks.
Why do I feel like he might actually be pretty important?
Yeah.
Either he can help them or he's in on it.
Yeah.
Holy sh!
Family's been here a long, long time.
That's
Maybe
a
it wasn't
scar!
the guy from before, but yeah, that's him.
That's him?
Goes back to mowing.
Oh my god. What? He's mowing by a cemetery. It's a good place to put bodies, and no one's gonna go looking.
Fingers walk the darkness down, mind.
What a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Fool, it's only moonlight. And if you stop to take...
I did not expect that we would just see him.
Yeah.
And, like, at first, he actually seemed just fine, right? He didn't, like, seem off or really, like, fill me with a sense of dread or anything. I kind of thought when you'd first see him, he would just be, like, this looming, terrifying figure.
The people blend in, though.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, and that makes way more sense. Otherwise, he'd be really, really easy to find.
Yeah. I want to go back and look and see if it was the same guy mowing the lawn outside
I know.
the
I'm so
school.
curious. Like, what if he had like a bit of scruff or something? Maybe it would be harder to see.
Yeah,
or I
makeup.
don't know, makeup. Or if you. Oh, what if he was wearing a bandana because he was mowing the lawn? Like, I don't remember. Maybe it was a different person. But if it was the same guy, that would just. Oh God, that would just kill me.
It was a great episode. It's real good seeing Rust and Marty working together. But I'm worried for them.
Yes. I am really worried that this is going to be the last thing they ever investigate.
Yeah, I mean, they're torturing a sheriff right now. This doesn't end well.
No matter what.
Happens.
Yeah, totally. And like the more they find, it's just the worse I feel.
Yeah.
I just want these people caught so badly. And like, oh God, what Marty saw, I don't ever want to think about that again. That is one of the most horrifying things I've ever heard in my life.
I bet he walked out of there and just went crazy on someone.
Yeah, I think he did the same thing he did with Rust when they were out in the forest, but he didn't have Rust there to back him up, so they probably fired him.
What a great show.
Oh,
I can't wait for it to wrap up next week.
Yeah. Thank you everybody so much for joining us for this. We're both really loving it.
Yeah. Loving's a weird word, but it's true. I'm really enjoying the show, even though
It's so intriguing. I'm just captivated by everything they say and everything I see. Yeah. So we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll see you next week.